Tout le monde. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Antoine Barjon, and I'm the program coordinator here at the Ottawa branch. So I'd like to acknowledge that the land on which the National Association of Federal Retirees Ottawa branch office is located is traditional unceded territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe people. On behalf of the Ottawa branch, I'm pleased to welcome you to today's webinar with Meg Stickl-Kroeker, owner of local business Aim Fitness. So today's session is called Improve Your Stamina for Everyday Tasks. So in today's session, Meg will lead us through a gentle cardio and strength workout where she'll focus on 3 different areas. So that's the joints, the upper body, and the lower body. So get ready for a nice workout. Veuillez noter que le webinaire sera présenté en anglais, mais la participation bilingue est toujours encouragée. I also want to give a special welcome here to anyone who is not yet a member of the association. We hope that these webinars will inspire you to join us. And to our members, we hope that these webinars encourage you to maintain your membership with us. And there will be a question and answer period at the end of the webinar. So if you have any questions for Meg, please type them in the Q&A or chat box on Zoom, and she'll be able to answer them after the workout. And that's it for me. So I'll turn it over to Meg. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here and spending time with me this afternoon. So we're going to get right into it, but we're going to be focusing on 3 different areas for our workout today. And the whole focus of today's workout is to build stamina for everyday tasks. Now, as we go, I'm going to be sharing 3 fit tips that I have for you. So during each 15-minute segment, I'll be having 1 fitness tip for you. So that way you'll have something tangible that you can take away with you today. All right, so I encourage you to start standing. We're gonna stand. If you have a chair, you can keep it close to you, or you can move it off to the side. All right. Good. So for the first 15 minutes, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a full body cardio walking workout. So let's begin. We're going to start by walking on the spot. And as we go, we're going to begin by breathing. So let's bring those arms up overhead as we inhale, and then lower those arms as we exhale. So breathing in and breathing out. So I encourage you to follow along, listen to your body, so do what you can. If you need to take a break at any point, please do. And I will be giving different options as we get going so that you can really choose the level that's really right for you today. Now, we're not going to be doing any jumping jacks, nothing on the floor, so you should feel really comfortable as we go. Let's bring our arms up overhead. 3 more deep breaths, breathing in and out. Again, breathing in and out. And again, in and out. All right, so next we're going to be circling our shoulders backwards. Circle those shoulders backwards, and I invite you to really lift those legs, marching on the spot. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do these different moves for 1 minute at a time. So 1 minute of shoulder circles while we march on the spot. All right, very good. And the first fit tip I have for you today is to think about your breathing and to notice, do you get out of breath easily? Now, I work with a lot of people who are in their 70s, 80s, some younger, some older, and oftentimes they say, Meg, I had to go up the stairs, I was really out of breath, or I was walking around the block and my heart rate was going up quite a bit. So today's cardio portion is going to help that. It's going to help to keep our heart going and help to maximize our cardio output. All right, so we're going to change it up. We're going to do a side step. And as we do this, we're doing a bicep curl. So keep those elbows close to you, and we're going to be lifting our hands up towards the shoulders. Stepping side to side. And now, because we're all at different levels today, you can always do this right beside a chair. Grab that chair, hold on if you need to. And if you consider yourself to be a bit more advanced, what you can do here is lift those legs a little higher, lift the knees, stepping side to side. So our goal is to get that heart rate up, breathing in, breathing out as we go. And I call this a walking workout because we're going to be keeping those feet moving the whole time. Breathing in, breathing out. And we'll do another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, from here, bend those knees, kicking back, reaching out in front. So we want to think about keeping those knees pointing down, pressing out, bending those elbows back. So as I was mentioning, often a lot of people find their heart rate goes up. They wish that they had a better cardio output. So one way that you can increase this and notice any changes is by going around the block and timing yourself. And what I recommend, and I do this with a lot of my clients, is when we go for walks together, we set the timer. So we know where we are, and when we come back, we stop the timer. And I encourage you to do the same loops, whether it's going around the block or maybe it's going around a little further around the neighborhood. Track it, track your time, and do the same thing so you can see how you improve. All right, from here, we're going to go to a side step and figure 8 those arms. Breathing in, breathing out. Big circles. Now, if you have bad shoulders, you can keep those arms low, or you can lift a little bit higher, doing some larger figure 8s. And we're tapping just the foot, just that toe right beside the other foot. And you can go a little bit slower, or you can go a little bit faster. Just remember, we've got 10 more minutes doing our cardio. So we do want to listen to our bodies as we go. Breathing in, breathing out. Very good, another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to our march. And I want you to add a punch. So we're punching right out front, opposite arm, opposite knee. So option 1 is keeping those feet fairly low to the floor. Punching nice and strong regardless. Option 2, lift the knees a little bit higher. All right, now we're talking about breathing. We're talking about our heart rate. So we want to make sure that we keep breathing as we go. Try not to hold your breath. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And we want to keep those feet moving. All right, looks good. Keep on going, another 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the next one, we're going to be reaching to the opposite hip. Take that knee right across the body to the side. If you have any tightness in your hips, this is a good one for us. Both hands tapping the hips. So maybe you have an upcoming trip that you're starting to plan for. I know a lot of people get really motivated when they have a trip coming up. So maybe it's a hiking trip, maybe you're going to somewhere you haven't been before, and you know there's going to be lots of walking. So doing this type of workout leading up to your trip can be really beneficial. And I have to say, it's not just doing it once, it's being consistent, doing more workouts, aiming for at least 150 minutes of active movement each week. All right, from here, we're going to go back to the march, and I want you to press those arms up overhead. So again, keeping those feet low to the floor or lifting a little higher. Now, anytime you bring those hands over your heart has to work a little harder. So if you do have a heart condition, keep your hands a little lower, okay? Closer to the shoulders, no higher. So choose your option. And I don't know about you, but I love exercising. I love hiking. I love getting outside. Just before this webinar, I was out walking my dog and went a little bit further than I normally do during a lunch walk. And it's fun. It's nice to get out. It's a beautiful day. It's great to enjoy the weather while we have it. Let's do another 3, 2, and 1. Stepping side to side, we're going to add a side reach. Arms in, arms out. Reaching out to the side. Breathing in, breathing out. So we're over halfway through our first part, which is our cardio portion. Just so you know, got about 4 minutes left. Keep on breathing. All right, you're doing great. All right, 15 more seconds with this one. Another 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, right into our next one. Tap back behind you. Tapping just the toe. And arms are doing the bicep curl. Hands up towards the shoulders. So you'll notice I have my legs nice and wide for this one, tapping back. And as you do this, think about squeezing the glutes. A good one for the back of the legs. All right, so tune in. Just notice how you're feeling. How's your body doing? We're at the 10-minute mark. So we've got 5 minutes left. We're going to keep moving those feet. And then we're going to be moving next to our upper body strength. We're going to be using weights today. All right, 10 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, right from here, let's reach for that opposite knee. Arms out to the side, tap. Option 1 is this, bringing the hands to the knee. Option 2, elbows. If you have osteoporosis, just make sure you're facing the front of the room. If you have any shoulders or back issues, stick with option 1. All right, and I'm checking in on you. Are you still breathing? Keep on breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And I don't know about you, but I'm getting warm, definitely warming up. All right, we're doing great. 10 more seconds. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to our march. Arms nice and wide. Wide bicep curls. Now, don't let those arms sag down. We want to keep those elbows nice and high. So curling those hands right in towards those shoulders. For this one, you can keep your feet a little lower to the floor, but keep on marching. And just so you know, we're at the 12-minute mark. So we've got 3 more minutes. Excellent, keep on going. 10 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, from here, we're going to move to our pendulum. So tap your foot one way, reach both arms the opposite way. All right, so you can go nice and slow, really focusing on your form, or if you've got this, you can go a little faster. The other option is pushing to the side. So working a little bit harder. So swing or push, your choice. So it's good to assess how hard we're working. And you can think about a scale that goes from 1 to 10. So 1 being very low and 10 being your absolute max effort. So during our cardio warm-up phase, we want to be somewhere between a 5 and a 7. So we still want to be able to breathe, of course. We want to be able to talk, but you may not be able to sing. That may be a little bit too much. All right, awesome work. We're going to bring those hands right in front. Lift those knees. So we're doing high knees. Now, no moving those hands lower. Keep them where they are, right in front of you. We're really focusing on lifting those legs. Also building up some strength in our thighs. Good job, and we're almost there. At the 14-minute mark. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, one more. This is it. We're going to be pressing back. So bend at your elbows, pressing those arms back as they're straight. Think about squeezing the back of the arm, our triceps. And it's amazing. You don't need weights to be able to feel those muscles working. Okay, so we're bending at the elbows, pressing back. Still marching on the spot. All right, and we're breathing. And we're almost there. All right, keep going. Got 30 more seconds. All right, see if you can speed it up. Maybe lifting the legs a little higher or even jogging on the spot. 10 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to slow it down. Circle the shoulders backwards. Give yourself a pat on the back. We're done part 1. We're not done our full workout, but we're done part 1. Part 1 is focusing on the heart. And just a reminder, your fit tip was as you go for your walks, time yourself. Do the same loop, time yourself each time. Try to get a lower number. So that means you're walking a little bit faster over time. And that's something that I do see with my clients. And I'm sure it can be the same for you too as you practice. All right, good. Let's do another 3 and 2 and 1. Good. All right. So if you've got some water, grab a quick sip of water and then grab your weights. We're going to move to them next. Okay, so our next portion is focusing on our upper body strength. If you've got weights, that's great. If you don't, you can always use water bottles, canned goods, anything that's heavy that can fit within your hands. All right, so you can also choose to sit down if you need a break. I'm going to keep standing. You can stand with me, but at any point, feel free to grab a chair. We'll sit down a little bit later. All right. Okay, so we're all warmed up. So we're going to start with a bicep curl. We're going to be alternating arms. So as you do this one, think about bending from the elbows and bring one weight up to your shoulder and then lower it back down and switch to the other side. Breathing in, breathing out. Now, when we're doing weights, we want to do between 10 to 15 repetitions. So we'll be aiming for that today. Now, if you feel like you could go on and do 50 repetitions, then it means it's time to lift a heavier weight. And I do remind my clients often to go to, treat yourself, order from Amazon or go to Canadian Tire and buy the next number up. We do need to improve. And the only way we can improve is by lifting heavier as we get stronger. All right, breathing in and out. Let's do 2 more per side. Good, and 1. And 1. Excellent. All right, the next one, we're gonna be bringing our weights right in together. Elbows are in, and then open up the doors. Bring those weights in. Open the double doors. Inhale and exhale. So as you do this one, think about squeezing those shoulder blades back together and maintain that bend in your elbows. And this is good for rotator cuff muscles, good for shoulders, and very functional because if you are doing things like maybe you're doing some grocery shopping, you have a habit of going to the garden, gardening, golfing, we need to have strength in our upper body for all of those things. And let's do another 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Lower the arms down. Give those shoulders a bit of a shake. Good. Stretch out the neck by looking side to side. Excuse me. All right. The next one is for the shoulders and our upper arms. So for this one, we want to lift the weights, keeping them nice and close to your body. This is option number 1. Do this option if you have osteoporosis or if you have any back pain. Option 2 is leaning to the side, doing a side bend as you're lifting. Keep that weight close to your body. If that doesn't feel good, continue with this one. You can always lift just halfway if needed. So when you add the side bend, you should feel this down the side of your torso. So if you are going grocery shopping or you have a hobby where you have to lift heavy things, this one is going to help you because this will help to strengthen your shoulders. Let's do 3 more. And 2. And 1. All right, awesome work. Now our next one, we're going to stand with one foot in front of the other and then hinge from your hips and have those arms nice and straight. Now we're going to be focusing on one arm at a time. So you can bring one weight right to your knee. The other arm is straight and we're going to be bending and lifting. So this one is a row. We want to think about lifting that elbow nice and high, keeping your wrist straight, and look down towards the floor for this one. So this is the one for the back. This one will help us stand straighter. And if you're doing some gardening, this one will really help you as we're often in this stance, leaning over. Good. Let's do another 5. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. Straighten up. And let's do the other side right away. Switching legs. Lean this hand right on the knee. Arm is straight. And then lift that weight. Try to relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Breathing in. Breathing out as you lift. Good, we're at 10. Let's do another 5. 2 more. And 1. All right, rise on up. Good, let's stretch the shoulders. And lifting up and lowering. All right, wonderful. So the next one we're going to do is a bit of a twist. Let's take those legs nice and wide and we're going to be pressing that weight right across the body. So one side to the other. Now, if you have osteoporosis or your back bothers you, once again, no twisting from the waist. Instead, just do the arms. Breathing in, breathing out. And you should feel your core work. So that's your abdominals, the core. You'll feel it working as you reach right across. You might feel everything tightening up a little bit. Now, if this one is too much on your shoulders, just go halfway. You'll still benefit. Let's do another 3. And 2. And 1. All right, awesome. So we're going to move to the chair. So grab your chair, keep both of your weights with you. All right, so you're going to have a seat. We're going to lean all the way back against the chair. So make sure you're close to the edge of the chair to start, and then lean all the way back. All right, so for this one here, we're going to be getting the legs involved as well. Hold on to those weights. They should be right in front of your shoulders. And then we're going to lift your knee and bring one weight right across to the opposite side. So weight goes to the opposite knee. As you do this, one shoulder can lean and be removed from that chair. Good for upper body, also good for the core. Breathing in, breathing out. And take your time with this one. No need to rush. All right, another 5 per side. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. All right, good work. Now set one of your weights down to the floor. We're going to focus on one arm for the next 2 exercises. And what we want to do is continue to sit right near the edge of the chair. So we'll take one leg in front of the other, and we're going to be working the back of the arm, our triceps. So let's start by making sure we're near the edge of the chair, so there's lots of space for your arm. And we're going to hold on to that weight, lift the weight to your shoulder, lengthen the arm down, and extend it back as it's straight. So this is our triceps press back. And this is a really good one for toning the back of the arm. And also, if you ever find yourself going into a store where you need to push open the door, this is the muscle that's working as we push. We need to have strong triceps to be able to do that. So relax your neck, look towards the floor, try to keep that back straight. Think about pressing and squeezing the back of the arm as you press back. All right, good work. Keep on going. Let's do another 5. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. All right, now same arm. We're going to continue on working the front of the arm. So for this next one, I want you to bring your elbow close to you. Your palm is facing up. Hold on to the weight, and we're going to be crossing the weight right across and out to the side. Now make sure this arm is level to the floor, parallel to the floor. Working our biceps and also our rotator cuff muscles in the back. Take it across and then slightly out to the side, not too far. Keep that elbow tucked in, nice and close. Breathing in and out. As we do this, sit up nice and tall, watch that posture. Good, feet firmly planted to the floor. All right, so you should be able to feel that arm working. If you're not sure, place your hand right on the front of your arm, right where the bicep is. Can you feel it working? Oh yeah. Let's do another 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, change to the other side and let's circle that arm backwards. Stretch it out. And then circle the other way. Great. Okay, so let's do the same thing on the other side. So reposition yourself. You want to sit near the edge of the chair once again, hinging from your hips. Lift your weight up to the shoulder and extend the arm back, working those triceps. Squeezing the back of the arm. Think about pressing that weight back towards the wall behind you. All right, very good. And just so you know, we're at the 12-minute mark, so we just have 3 more minutes working on our upper body. All right, a few more. 3, and 2, and 1. All right, switch over to the other side. We'll circle this arm back before we do our second exercise. This is a really good way to stretch things out. I like to do this in between the upper body exercises. Feel free to do this between different activities or different hobbies as well. It just helps to loosen up your shoulder, your neck, everything. Okay, so our second exercise here, hold on to the weight, palm is facing up, elbow is in, and then take the arm out to the side and across. So working the biceps, feeling this in the shoulder and the back. Now make sure your wrist is nice and straight. It's not drooping or crooked here. And it's interesting to notice from one side to the other if there's any differences. Most people I work with do tell me that they feel stronger or even more flexible on one side more than the other. So just notice that as we're finishing up. All right, let's do 3, and 2, and 1. All right, switch hands and then circle this arm backwards again. This one feels nice. All right, so we've got one more exercise with the weights. Let's grab your second weight. And I'll have you stand up with me. We'll stand up once again, so you can move that chair off to the side. All right, so we're going to be working the shoulders and with an upper body press. And this is important as if you're reaching for something over your head or have to grab something from a top shelf. So we're going to be doing one arm at a time to start. So shoulders are nice and relaxed. We're pressing the weight overhead as much as you can. Now, if you can only go halfway because of an injury, then do that. Don't try to push yourself beyond what you can do. We do know we have to push ourselves a little bit, right? If not, you wouldn't be here. So there's such thing as pushing yourselves, but knowing where is that line end. All right, option number 2, both arms together. Now, if you do have an injury or one side is really not as strong as the other, do one arm at a time. That way you can really control what each arm does. All right, 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, awesome. Set those weights off to the side. And before we move on to the lower body, let's circle those shoulders backwards. Both elbows lifting up nice and high, and we'll add that side step. Now, before we move on, I want to share fit tip number 2 for upper body strength. So if today you were feeling like, oh man, I haven't used these muscles in a while, or wow, that was really great, I want to do more, the best suggestion I have for you to do and to strengthen your upper body is to snack on exercise. So what that means is really easily leaving your weights where you'll see them. So some of my clients like to leave their weights in their kitchen. Others like to leave them right beside their favorite couch where they spend a lot of time. We are more likely to lift weights and to use them if we see them. But if they're packed away, if they're in the back of that closet or down in the basement, they're going to get covered in dust. They won't be used. So remember, snack on exercise. Do 3 or 4 exercises at a time throughout the day, and it will really make a big difference over time. All right, good. So at this point, grab another sip of water, and we're going to be focusing on our lower body strength and balance. Okay, so let's start. Now for the lower body and balance, I do like to hold on to the chair that way. Just in case you need it, it's there. So even if it's within arm's length, that's just fine. So we're going to start with our feet together, and we're going to be doing a heel raise. So lift those heels and then lower your heels. This is a really good one for the back of the legs. This one will help you with walking, helps you take longer strides, which is really important, and helps you go upstairs more easily. So option 1 is holding on to the chair. Option 2, add the arms out and in. So lift those heels. All right, let's do another 3. And 2. And 1. Good. All right, from here, holding onto that chair, hand on your hip, we're going to add a tap to the side. Tap to the side, 2 taps, and then 2 lifts. Lift the leg. And a second time. Once again, 2 taps. And 2 lifts. Now listen to those hips. They will tell you how high you should lift or tap. 2 taps. And 2 lifts. Good, and again. And lift. All right, one more round. 2. And lift. All right, awesome. Now before we change legs, lift that leg again. We're going to work on that balance, lifting the arm and lowering the arm. If you can, lift both. Tapping gently on the chair, tapping gently on the leg. It does help to bend this knee slightly. It's called keeping your knee soft. All right, let's do 3 more. 2. And 1, and lower and walk it out. Woo! You can definitely feel that on both sides. Good job. All right, another stretch that can feel really nice after that one is for the hips. So hands on your hips, feet go a little bit wider, and then circle those hips right around. All right, so maybe lower body strength is the reason you're here. Maybe you find that going up and down stairs has become a challenge, or maybe even different hobbies, or once again, maybe you have a trip coming up and you realize, okay, I've got to have the strength to be able to keep up with the people I'm going with. So the other way. So these exercises will be really helpful. We're going to be targeting on all the muscles that you need to work on today. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. All right, so move to the other side of your chair next. We'll do that same thing, other side. Hand on the hip, hold on to that chair. 2 taps, 2 lifts. Work at your own pace. Here we go. So 1 and 2 and lift. 1 and 2 and 1. Tap, 2 and lift. 1 and 2. Now the other option here is if your balance is pretty good, you can lift both arms. But keep that chair close just in case you need it. All right, one more round. Taps and lift and lift. All right, finding our balance. Bend both knees, lengthen the leg to the side, holding it here. Option 1, option 2, flapping those arms. 3, 2, 1, and release. Walk it out. Whew. All right, we're going to stretch those hips and those legs again. Feet a little bit wider than your shoulders. Hands on your hips. Circle right around. Just imagine you have a hula hoop around your waist. 3, 2, 1, and then go the other way. And 3 more. 2, and 1. All right, excellent. Now the next one we're going to do is really good for the knees. So if you do have any knee pain or you spend a lot of time leaning over to reach for things, these are our golfers and gardeners. We're going to be working on knee strength. So one foot should be right in front of the other. This is called the modified lunge. And you can hold onto that chair. I suggest you do. Other hand on the hip. And then bend the knees. Take your hips back as you go. So bend those knees and then straighten both legs. Bend and straighten. Breathing in and breathing out. Really think about taking those hips back. Now I work with a lot of people who have arthritis, especially in the knees, and this one has really helped. One woman in particular who really had a hard time going up and down stairs. And by doing this over the course of many months, she was able to go up and down the stairs all the way to her 5th floor apartment. She was so pleased when I saw her the next week. She was so excited to tell me she could do that. It was really, really exciting for her. All right, let's do another 3 and 2 and 1. Now we're going to work right on our balance here. Don't change legs quite yet. What I want us to do is to take a few steps forward and back and have that foot go right behind the other foot. So heel to toe walking. A few things that help are to look straight ahead. Don't look at the floor, but look straight at the wall. Maybe you have a picture on the wall you can look at. All right, good. One more time. Good, and back. All right, same leg that was in front. Let's hold it here, finding our balance again, and lift your front leg. Lower that front foot, and lift, and lower. If you need to, use the chair with 1 or 2 fingers. Lift the knee, and lower. Lift, and lower. You'll feel the thigh working. And 4. And 3. 2. And one, I want you to hold it here. Lift the arms a little higher if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Now we're going to change legs. We'll do the same thing on the side. So one foot in front of the other, use the chair, hand on the hip. And once again, we're strengthening up those knees. Take the hips back, hinging forwards from your hips. Now, if this is bothering your knees, just go halfway. You don't have to go down to the floor. That's the good news. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, another 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. All right, remember which foot was in front and take a few steps forward. Doesn't have to be too far, but do some heel toe walking. This really does challenge the balance. And if you need to, you can walk right beside that chair. Hold on as you go. All right, one more time, back. And then back to your place. All right, so back to that foot that we just worked right in front. We're gonna be lifting the knee and lowering the foot. Lift and lower. Challenge your balance by looking straight ahead, engaging the core. And we all have one side where our balance is better, it may come more easily to us. We do have dominant sides, so it is important to know what side is easier for you, so you can work a little bit more on the weaker side. Another 3, and 2, and 1. Keep the knee lifted, straighten up, lift the arms a little higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, can definitely feel those legs. Let's stretch them by kicking back. Good, and then grab us another sip of water. Just have a few more minutes left. All right, so you can join the knee behind your chair once again. All right, we're going to be doing some squats. So a good way to think about how we can safely do squats is by bringing our feet about as wide as the legs on your chair. Okay, so it'd be just a little bit wider than your shoulders typically. Okay, and we want our feet to be facing towards either the front of the room or slightly wide out to the side. And as we hold on, we want to think about taking our hips back. So it's like there's another chair right behind you, and you want to lower yourself onto the chair. So we want to keep those knees right over our feet. And you'll do that by taking the hips back. Also keep your back nice and straight. We're holding onto the chair, but you should be easily able to lift your hands. So we're working on leg strength, working the thighs, our quads, and our hamstrings are working too. All right, let's continue. Now, if your knees do bother you, do a mini squat. So you don't have to go quite as low, but this is a movement that is so important. This one will help us with going up and down stairs, reaching, picking things up off the ground, out of the back of your car. Maybe even doing things in the kitchen. You know, if you have to reach for those pots and pans low down, you need to have leg strength to do that. All right, let's do 3. And 2. And 1. All right, good. Let's walk that out. Stretch it out. All right, we're going to be working the back of the legs next. This is also really helpful for mobility of the hips. So stand behind that chair, bend your knees slightly, and I want you to lengthen the leg and lower. Same leg, lengthen it, pressing and squeezing the glutes behind you. All right, now as we do this, we want to keep our toes facing the front of the room. So that means don't let those feet rotate out to the side. Pressing back. So you may not be able to go quite as far back, and that's okay. We're targeting the back of the legs. Let's do another 5. And 4. And 3. 2. And 1. Keep the leg stretched out. Reach in front with your opposite arm. Option 1 is to hold it here. Option 2, reach both arms. All right, look straight ahead. Relax your shoulders. Breathe and hold it for 5. And lower. Good. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Lengthening the leg and lowering the foot. Now, something else to watch here. We're not bending the whole body. We want to focus on keeping your torso nice and straight. This is a movement to really strengthen up our glutes and flexibility for the hips. Good, let's do another 5. And 4. And 3. 2. And 1. Keep that leg lengthened. Reach with the other arm. Option 1, hold it here or reach both arms. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, so we're going to do a quick stretch for those legs, and then we're going to move to some Q&A. So if you do have any questions, let me know in the chat. And I do have 2 announcements at the end I want to let you know about, so don't leave yet. Bend into the front knee, back leg is nice and straight, and then lean right in towards that chair. Now I need to tell you about my 3rd fit tip for you. So the 3rd fit tip is to strengthen those legs by going up and down stairs. And not just once, but the next time you need something from upstairs, go up the stairs, come back down, and then go up and get that item. So we can get into a really healthy habits when we do strengthening exercises and make them part of our day. So that's a really simple way to do it. Change legs, stepping back, bend into that front knee, feeling it right in the back of the leg. Good. Now, recently I did a stair climbing challenge with my AIM Fitness Online members. And I wanted to mention this because if you are wanting to work on leg strength and different exercises on the stairs, if you do join as a member, and if you do join, I have to say, you do save 33% because you're a NAFR member. You'll get access to that free stair climbing challenge. It was a lot of fun to put together, and you wouldn't believe all the exercises you can do right there on the stairs. All right, let's lift one leg, circle your ankle, circle your wrists. We'll end with a few stretches. And then let's hold it here, arms out to the side, circle the other way. Good, change legs, lift and circle. Change directions. All right, we'll stretch that back side to side. And you can also look over that shoulder, stretching into the neck. All right, so you have to let me know how you're feeling. I hope you like the format of today's session. Honestly, it flew by for me. I hope it went by fast for you as well. And if you do like the idea, one arm right across, hand to the elbow, pull the arm in. if you do like the idea of having shorter segments, so 15 minutes cardio, 15-minute upper body, 15-minute lower body, then you will absolutely love the AIM Fitness online membership. So what I've done is I've put together short videos that are 15 to 20 minutes in length. So that means you can fit them right into your day, stretch it out, other side, and it doesn't have to take all day. So a lot of my members, when they first begin, they really focus on those shorter videos and they try to fit in a few during the week. And my members who have been with me for a while, now they like to stack the exercise videos. So they'll do like 2 20-minute videos to get a longer workout in. But short is efficient. And I know we're all busy, we have lots going on. So it's good to fit as much as we can in, but sometimes it's more realistic to do it in shorter segments. All right, circle the other way. All right, and then we're going to finish with 3 deep breaths. Arms overhead, inhale and exhale. And again. Good. One more time. Awesome work. Give yourselves a pat on your back. And before you leave, one more thing to mention. So I talked to you about the AIM Fitness online membership. Now, the reason I did this topic, building stamina for everyday tasks, is because this is our theme for the month of August. So if you join me in the membership, there will be even more in-depth tips, helpful things, and also videos all focused on this topic. And then the second thing I wanted to mention is that we are planning another outdoor workout. Now, is anyone planning on attending? Let us know in the chat if you're going to be there. So earlier on in the summer, myself and my colleague Michelle and Antoine and a whole group, the board members were all there. We had an outdoor workout and we're going to do it again. So it's coming up. It's going to be Wednesday, September 18th from 10:30 till noon. So it'll be an outdoor workout. We're hoping for really awesome weather. I'm imagining it'll be great. And we're going to be doing this at the Britannia Park. So lots of free parking and it's going to be amazing. So, and I know some of you did attend our last workout. We had so much fun. So in this workout, again, we are going to be using mini resistance bands, which I'm going to be providing. I'll be bringing them. And then we're also going to be doing different body weight exercises too. So you won't want to miss out. All right, so if you have any questions, now is the time to leave a comment. Let me know how you're feeling and if you liked how it was broken down into our 15-minute segments today. I hope you enjoyed that format. Definitely makes things go a little bit faster. Okay, so Jacinth made a comment. I tried to become a member after your last video with the code on your website, but it said you didn't take any more members. Yes, so you would have seen that. And the reason is I have closed the membership for the summer, but if you book a phone call with me, I can get you in. But if you go to my website right now, it won't let you sign up. There will be a waiting list. And this is because I closed the membership to new members during the summer. But like I said, if you book a phone call with me, I can get you set up that way. Okay, so definitely just reach out to me and I can get you signed up right away. Otherwise, for general members, general people, the membership will open up again in September. Okay, just reading our comments here. Yeah, Chris, hopefully you did okay with the sore rotator cuff. Yeah, you have to let me know if that worked out well. We did quite a bit today. Any of the movements that were out and in, that was strengthening up those muscles, and those should be gentle, but let me know how you found that. All right, great. Thanks, Micheline. Enjoyed the workout, the format. Suzanne as well. Maureen says, I have arthritis in my ankle and cannot stand for long. Do you have a suggestion for me as far as what exercises I can do? Yeah, so definitely start with some chair exercises or even do a few exercises seated and then do a few standing. And then when you find you need to sit again, you can alternate. But definitely there's a lot of options that you can do. All of our upper body exercises with weights could have been done seated as well, because it's just focusing on your arm strength. So adapt as you need to. I also have a YouTube channel and also a TV show called Fit Over 50 with Meg. So there's lots of free videos if you want to check things out as well. All right, thank you, Shirley. Shirley says, love the format, very good workout. Awesome. Well, it sped by. That went by really, really fast for me. I hope it did for you all too. So thank you very much for, and I hope
Thanks,
to
Meg.
see you this fall.
So I'm just gonna end with a few words. Thank you, Meg. And thank you, thank you from the branch for today's excellent webinar. We hope that everyone here had a great time exercising, and we will be sending out a follow-up email. So remember that will include the information on how to access the recording of today's session if you want to watch it back. And it'll include all the contact information for Meg and AIM Fitness. And it'll also include the link to sign up to the September 18th outdoors event that Meg mentioned. So we hope to see all of you there. And we're really looking forward to it. And we know it's going to be a great time. And finally, remember that you can invite non-members to attend our webinars and try us out as guests. So if you know someone you think would enjoy these types of sessions, please let them know, and they can register for upcoming webinars by visiting our Ottawa branch website at nafrottawa.com. All right, that's it for me, and thank you everyone, and we hope to see you at our September event and at our next webinars. Bye bye everyone.